Yes! This Duel Links Masters event is my stage! Time to show the world what dual taining's all about!
You're fired up? I like that.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm the guy you're gonna be up against in this event. You just said something about dual taining. I've never heard of it. Care to explain?
Dual taining is all about making duels exciting! It's strategy and skill, sure, but also performance! Turning every move into a spectacle. Strategy, skill, drama, flashy plays, even the tiniest gesture can make the crowd go wild!
So, it's a performance over victory?
Victory's part of it, of course, but dual taining makes every victory feel unforgettable. It's about sharing the tension, the drama, the thrill with everyone watching!
I see. So it forms bonds not just between the duelists, but the crowd as well. I like your spirit. My name's Yusei Fudoi. I look forward to seeing what your dual taining is all about.
I'm Yuya Sakaki, and you got yourself a duel. Let's make this duel legendary. Flash, flare, and everything in between. As the one showing you the ropes, I'll take the first move. Any great show needs a great cast and crew, and Perform Pal Lady Ange is the perfect recruiter. I send her and Perform Pal Corn backstage by discarding them to draw 2 cards. I'm using Scale 1 Perform Pal Gum Gum Mutton and Scale 8 Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon to set the pendulum scale.
Pendulum scale? You put your monsters in your spell and trap zones?
Ha! New to pendulum summoning? Then enjoy your front row seat. These scales let me summon monsters between levels 2 and 7 all at the same time. Swing far, Pendulum! Carve the arc of victory! I Pendulum Summon! Unveil your magical brilliance, Odd Eyes Wizard Dragon! Turn up the heat, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon! The curtain has risen with a dazzling spell and a ferocious roar, and now it's your turn to take center stage, Yusei.
Gladly. I draw. Yuya, your pendulum summoning is impressive, but I won't fall behind. I summon Speed Warrior. After that summon, I'm also able to special summon Turbo Booster. I can also special summon the tuner monster, Assault Synchron, from my hand, but it comes at the cost of 700 life points.
A tuna monster? That means you're a synchro duelist?
Not just a synchro duelist, a turbo duelist. And this card will make me feel right at home. I activate the field spell, Synchro World! It's time to burn some rubber. I tuned both my Speed Warrior and Turbo Booster with Assault Synchron. I Synchro Summon Junk Speeder!
Turbo duels, huh? You know, I've given it a shot a few times myself.
Is that so? Well, you'll have a hard time finding anyone faster than me. And my field spell will back me up. Each time I Synchro Summon, Synchro World gains 2 signal counters. That'll come in use later. But for now, Junk Speeder's effect lets me summon a full pit crew of tuners from my deck, each with a different level. Up here, Level 2, Nitro Synchron. Level 3, Drill Synchron. Level 4, Stardust Synchron. And last but not least, Level 5, Will Synchron. When my Stardust Synchron is summoned, I can add the spell card, Arrive in Light, to my hand.
4 tuners at once? Now that's a show-stopping entrance. Guess even turbo duelists know how to put on a spectacle.
If you're impressed by that, then you might want to hold on tight, because that was just the warm-up lap. My level 5 Will Synchron can be used as a non-tuner, so I'll tune it with my level 2 Nitro Synchron. Time to break down the barriers you've put in my path. I Synchro Summon Nitro Warrior!
That's a second synchro summon, so that means more counters for Synchro World.
That's right. I also get to draw a card for summoning Nitro Warrior using Nitro Synchron. Next I play the card I added to my hand earlier, Arrive in Light. When I play this continuous spell, I can put any level 1 dragon on top of my deck. Even after all that, I've still got enough in the tank for one more Synchro Summon. I banish Will Synchron from my graveyard to reduce Junk Speeder's level by 1. And that's just what I need for a new Synchro. Stardust Synchron, give Junk Speeder a tune-up. fiery soul that blazes against fate itself. Become the claws that tear open destiny's path. Synchro summon! Roar to life! Red Dragon Archfiend!
Yikes! I can feel that dragon's intensity from here.
You're facing more than just me, Yuya. You're facing the culmination of the bond I share with my comrades. And my deck. Nitro Warrior, show him what I'm talking about. Since I played a spell, gain 1,000 attack points and destroy Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon.
Not so fast. I activate the pendulum effect of 4-Pow Gum Gum Mutton. It will save my Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon from destruction.
You may have protected your monster, but not your life points. With Drill Synchron on the field, my warrior-type monsters deal damage even when attacking defense position monsters.
It's only its first turn, and I've already lost nearly half my life points.
When damage is dealt to my opponent with Drill Synchron's effect, I get to draw a card. Now, Red Dragon Archfiend, finish the job! Unleash your burning fury on Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon! Red Dragon Archfiend battled a monster in defense position, so it lays waste to all defense position monsters on your field.
My dragons may be gone, but that triggers the effects of the destroyed Odd Eye's Wizard Dragon and the Arc Pendulum Dragon in my Pendulum Zone. I can call for 2 Odd Eyes monsters to take to the field. Enter stage right, perform a Pow Odd Eyes Synchron, and perform a Pow Odd Eyes Minotaurus. And as a bonus, Wizard Dragon lets me add the spell Spiral Flame Strike to my hand.
Not bad. I'm all out of attacks, and you've still got the same amount of monsters as when I started, plus that spell. I set 3 cards face down and end my turn. Unfortunately, Red Dragon Archfiend destroys any monster that I control that didn't attack. So Drill Synchron goes to the graveyard.
Alright, it's showtime. It's my move. Hey Yusei, I bet you didn't know this. Pendulum monsters can never go from the field to the graveyard. Instead, they go to the extra deck face up.
What? Is that even possible?
Absolutely! Pendulum monsters make the impossible possible. I pendulum summon my Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon from my extra deck to the extra monster zone, along with perform Pow Trump Girl from my hand. You say you're not the only one who's combining their strength with their friends. I tune my level 5 perform Pow Gum Gum Mutton with my level 2 perform Pow Odd Eyes Synchron. Beat your wings to whip up a whirlwind of destruction. I synchro summon. Clear Wings Synchro Dragon!
That Synchro monster will earn me 2 more signal counters on Synchro World, along with an extra draw from my deck due to Arrive in Light. So thanks for the free card, Yuya.
You're more than welcome, because you'll need all the help you can get. My Performer Pal Trump Girl can fuse with my Performer Pal Odd Eyes Minotaurus. Together, they'll bring out the most toxic monster you've ever seen. I Fusion Summon the vicious, the voracious, and venomous Starving Venom Fusion Dragon! This dragon will feast upon your Red Dragon Archfiend's attack points to add all 3,000 of them to its own. But Starving Venom isn't satisfied yet. He's also chowing down on your Nitro Warrior to copy its effects.
Attack from Red Dragon Archfiend, along with Nitro Warrior's effect. He's turning my own monster's strengths against me.
What's yours is mine, and it won't even be yours for much longer. I play Spiral Flame Strike. It lets my Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon turn it up to 11 and destroy your face-down card.
Sorry, Yuya, but I'll be needing that. So I'm activating the trap card, Dark Bride. It negates your spell, but lets you draw a card as a consolation.
Whoa, you might have just made things even worse. I activate a spell I just drew. Nah. It gives my level 7 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon an extra 700 attack points for this turn. And that makes it strong enough to take down Nitro Warrior. Here's another surprise for you, Yusei. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon deals double the damage.
What?
Following that performance, my well-fed Venom Fusion Dragon will attack Red Dragon Archfiend. With the effect that it stole, my dragon gains an extra 1,000 attack points, because I played a spell. That's more than enough to end this duel!
It would be, if it weren't for my defense draw trap card. It makes the damage I take from this battle 0. and lets me draw a card from my deck.
You may be safe, but your monster isn't.
And that's what I was counting on. I activate my other face down, Scramble Egg. This egg hatches a Sonic chick from my deck in defense mode. And this bird is tougher than it looks. It can't be destroyed by anything with 1900 or more attack points.
Darn. Looks like you just narrowly got out of this one. I end my turn.
I've got the green light. I draw. First up, I summon Synchro Explorer. And with my Explorer's effect, I revive Stardust Synchron from my graveyard, but its abilities are negated. When I recycle a monster from my graveyard to the field, I can special summon Double Warrior. Now, I tune my level 2 Synchron Explorer and my level 2 Double Warrior with level 4 Stardust Synchron. The hopes of the world coalesce into a single star. Let's rev it up. Synchro Summon! Take flight! Stardust Dragon! Yuya, this is my partner.
Bring it. Odd Eyes and I will meet you head on.
I was hoping for that. With the Synchro Summon of my Stardust Dragon, the effects of Double Warrior and Arrive in Light both trigger. I draw a card, then call out 2 double tokens. One of the cards I drew was Fisher. It destroys a monster on your field with the lowest attack points, and I'll use it to take down your Clear Wing Synchro Dragon.
Aw man, now I can't negate his monster's effects. He can do whatever he wants now.
One thing you should know about me, I make use and reuse my cards. And Stardust Synchron is the perfect example. I activate its graveyard effect. By tributing Sonic Chick, Stardust Synchron makes a return to the field again. And just like the first time I played it, it lets me add the spell card Stardust Illumination to my hand. I'll play it to special summon Stardust Trail from my deck. Now, I tune Stardust Trail with Stardust Synchron.
He's really firing on all cylinders.
The Black Whirlwind turns into wings to fly to the sky. Synchro Summon! Sword of Power! Blackwing Dragon! With the second Synchro Summon comes a second use of Arrive in Light. This time I use it to special summon Flare Resonator from my hand. With the level 8 Synchro Dragon on my field, I call upon this monster, Stardust Worm. By removing 4 signal counters from Synchro World, I upgrade Flare Resonator to level 4. That makes it just what I need to tune my 2 double tokens and Stardust Worm. A cold flame envelops the world. Black Flower Bloom. I Synchro Summon Black Rose Dragon! It gains an extra 300 attack points for being Synchro Summoned using Flare Resonator.
That's another Synchro Dragon. Just how many are you gonna summon this turn?
Just one more. All that Synchro Summoning still leaves me with 10 signal counters. I use all 10 of them to resurrect a Synchro monster from the graveyard. Welcome back, Red Dragon Archfiend! These dragons are the hearts and souls of me and my closest friends, and they're gonna help me win this duel. Blackwing Dragon. Start things off by attacking Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon. Shadow Squall Blast!
Ugh. I use Art Dragon's special ability to bring back Odd Eye's Wizard Dragon in defense mode.
Black Rose Dragon. Take out Wizard Dragon with Black Rose Flare.
Wizard Dragon's effect lets me call out an Odd Eyes monster from my deck. I summon Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon in defense mode.
Stardust Dragon will follow up and take out this new monster. Attack! Cosmic Flare!
Nice try, Yusei, but as long as I have an Odd Eyes Pendulum scale, my Mirage Dragon is safe from destruction once per turn.
Not bad, but I've still got one more dragon left. Red Dragon Archfiend! Take down his Starving Venom Fusion Dragon with absolute power force!
Gah, you'll regret that. When Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is destroyed, its toxin is released and destroys all your special summoned monsters. So, say bye-bye to all your dragons.
I activate Stardust Dragon's effect, Victim Sanctuary! By sacrificing itself, it negates the destruction of all my other monsters.
Ha! I thought I had you there.
No kidding. I can't lose focus for a second. I play the spell card, Advance Draw. I release Red Dragon Archfiend to draw 2 cards, but it won't be gone for long. By banishing Assault Synchro from my graveyard, Red Dragon Archfiend is brought back in defense mode. I'll then set a card face down. At the end of my turn, Stardust Dragon revives from the graveyard by using its ability. Nice to have you back, partner.
I may have survived that last round, but I'm really backed into a corner here. Come on, Pendulum. You swung his way, now you're gonna swing my way. This card's a bit of a risk, but at this point, I don't have much to lose. I play the spell card, Pot of Desires. I banish the top 10 cards from my deck to draw 2 cards. Now that my hand is set up for the next act, I summon Perforapal Skullcrabat Joker. When this jokester makes his debut, I can search my deck and add to my hand Perforapal Pendulum Sorcerer. To set the stage for him, I activate the effect of Perforapal Lady Age in my graveyard. Because I control an Odd Eyes card, this lovely assistant makes her entrance as a pendulum scale.
2 scales with different numbers. That must mean he's gonna do that strange summoning again.
You catch on quick, Yusei. I've got scales 1 to 8, so I can summon monsters between level 2 and 7, all at the same time. I'm taking control of this duel starting now. Swing far, Pendulum. Carve the arc of victory. My monsters are ready to swing into action! Time to steal the show, Perforapal Pendulum Sorcerer! Turn up the heat, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon! Now watch it be amazed as Pendulum Sorcerer makes my 2 scales disappear, and in their place, 2 Perforapal monsters from my deck appear in my hand. For my next trick, I'll need 2 level 4 monsters. I use them to build the Overlay Network.
Overlay Network? I've never seen a summon like this either.
Then you're in for a display you'll never forget. Cloaked in shadow and relentless in its objective, I call upon the most dangerous of dragons. I Exceed Summon. Rank 4, Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon!
First Pendulum summoning and now this Exceed summoning. You're just full of tricks, aren't you, Yuya?
Of course I am. What kind of dual tainer would I be if I didn't keep you astonished with every turn? But you might not like this surprise. I use both of Dark Rebellion's overlay units to use its effect. Steal half of Blackwing Dragon's attack with Treason Discharge.
He stole attack points from my monster again. Stealing my monster's power must be a focus of his strategies. Gotta keep that in mind.
Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon is heading right for Black Rose Dragon. Attack with Mauling Manifold Charge! You might want to hold on to something, Yusei. Remember, when Odd Eyes battles, it deals double the battle damage.
But that means I'll lose the duel!
Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, attack is weakened Black Winged with double the damage to end this duel with Spiral Flame Strike!
It's not the end quite yet. I activate my trap, Inspiration! I was hoping to hold on to this for the next turn, but now it'll keep me in the running by increasing Blackwing Dragon's attack by 700 points.
I can't ever count you out, can I? But I can play this. It's called Greed Grotto, and it's perfect for dueling Synchro stars like you. And that's because it rewards me for destroying a Synchro monster this turn by letting me draw 2 cards. One of the cards I just drew was Pendulum Halt. Since I got a ton of Pendulum monsters backstage in my extra deck, I draw yet another 2 cards. As my turn comes to an end, I set 1 card face down and pass things over to you.
It's my move! I'm running short on life points, and he's got a monster with more attack points than any of mine. I've gotta find some way to overpower it, or it'll be Yuya who takes the victory lap. I play my own Pot of Desires. Just like you did, I banished the top 10 cards of my deck face down to draw 2 cards. These just might be what I need to kick my monsters into high gear. I summon Top Runner. As long as it remains on my field, all my Synchro monsters gain 600 attack points. To boost my partner even more, I'm playing the Blustering Wind spell card to grant Stardust Dragon an extra 1,000 attack points until my next turn. Now, Red Dragon Archfiend! Release your rage upon Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon!
Gah!
Stardust has just enough power to take out your Xyz monster. Attack Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon with Cosmic Flare!
I'm starting to run out of life points here, so I'm going to use the quick effect of my Performer Pal coin in my graveyard. I banish her and Skokabat Joker from my graveyard to gain 500 life points.
We're both on our last legs. Unfortunately, Top Runner can be easily targeted by Yuya's monsters to take out the rest of my life points. So I won't attack with it, and let Red Dragon Archfiend's effect take it to the graveyard. With it gone, their attack points drop by 600. Well, I'm glad I took out some major roadblocks. I'm sure you're still raring to get another go at me. Hit me with your best shot, Yuya.
You got it! I draw! As this duel comes to the climax, what better stage is there than this? The field spell, Duel Taining! This field rewards us for wowing the crowd and they'll be left speechless by the time I'm done. And to do that, I need to draw upon as much star power from my deck as possible. So I activate the spell, Pendulum Call. I discard a card from my hand to add Yusei Magician and Yugioh Magician to my hand. I'll place both of them in the Pendulum Scales. With them, I can summon monsters level 4 through 7. Swing further than ever before, Pendulum. Let's carve the arc of perfect victory. My monsters are ready to swing into action! Splash to it, Performer Pal Splash Mammoth. Turn the heat up to 11, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. But that's not all. With 2 Magician Scales, I can special summon the monster I just discarded, Tuning Magician. However, it grants you a gift of 400 life points while costing me the same amount.
Over the course of this duel, I've gotten to know you a bit better. I can tell you got something even bigger for this turn. Something unimaginable.
Your instincts are quite impressive, Yusei, because you're exactly right. As my life points enter the brink of 500 or below, the tension rises and Duel Taining rewards me by allowing me to draw 2 cards. Let's keep the energy going with another Pendulum Hold for another 2 cards. Ha! Awesome! This is what I was hoping I'd draw. I flip up my Xyz Reborn Trap card. With it, I bring back my Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon from the grave and use Xyz Reborn as an overlay unit. But I'm far from full power. I activate the Pendulum effect of both my scales. Yugioh lets me treat Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon's rank as levels, and Yusei changes the levels to match my Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. Now that their levels match, I can overlay them to build the overlay network. Dragon with blazing, raging eyes, come and conquer all that stands against you. I Xyz summon Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. And I'm not about to stop there. I activate Monster Reborn to bring back Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Splash Mammoth is the perfect stagehand for this dragon because he lets me fuse Starving Venom with any other monster in my field. Now watch as the power of Pendulum combines with the forces of fusion. I Fusion Summon Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. Up last and certainly not least, I use Synchro Rumble so Clearwing Synchro Dragon can join in on this grand finale.
But because you played a Synchro, Arrive in Light triggers to let me draw a card.
Consider it a gift for a fantastic duel. I tune Clearwing with Tuning Magician. The Synchro Gate is wide open. I Synchro Summon Odd Eyes Winged Dragon.
No way. In a single turn, he summoned a more powerful version of each of the dragons I took down over the course of this duel.
Just like you, Yusei, each of these dragons are the manifestation of a bond I hold dear, and this spell is another one, Smile World. It increases the attack of every monster by 100 points for each monster on the field.
So all our monsters gain 600 attack. But why would you do that? It still leaves my Stardust Dragon as the strongest monster on the field.
All the more for Odd Eyes Venom Dragon to prey upon. I activate its effect to gain the attack equal to your Stardust Dragons and copy its effect.
8,000 attack points?
Even the greatest show in the world eventually has to call curtains. Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, attack Red Dragon Archfiend, and end this duel!
Sorry, but I think this show deserves an encore. I activate my trap. Half or nothing! Here's the deal, Yuya. You can either end your battle phase right here, right now, or half the attack of every monster you've got until the end of this turn.
That's easy. My monster can still end things. I choose to have my monster's attack points, and that still makes Odd Eye's Venom Dragon strong enough to take out its target.
Time to give this dual taining thing a try. Ladies and gentlemen, my opponent has dropped my life points to the brink of just 500. But that triggers the dual taining field spell, letting me draw 2 cards, putting me back in the action.
That was hilarious!
Come on, it wasn't that bad, was it?
Not at all! Keep at it and you'll be a star in no time! But I won't give you a chance to use those cards you just drew. Since my monster doesn't have the points to fight your Stardust Dragon anymore, I'm using the effect of Odd Eye's Wing Dragon. During any battle phase, it can destroy all level 5 or higher monsters you've got.
I've got no choice but to use Stardust effect to negate and destroy your Odd Eye's Wing Dragon.
Exactly what I was counting on! I banished Synchro Rumble from my grave to protect my monster. With Stardust Dragon taken care of, all that's left is you, Yusei. Odd Eye's Rebellion Dragon, attack directly and finish this duel!
Close, but not quite. Go, Swift Scarecrow! By discarding this card from my hand, it negates a direct attack and ends the battle phase.
Aw man, not again! You may have got out of this one, but you've got your work cut out for you this time. I've got a field full of my strongest monsters. I set a card face down and pass things over to you.
You've got a point. Your field is very impressive, and nothing in my hand even comes close to taking it down. So it all comes down to what I draw. Or rather, it would, but because my deck only has 1 card left, I know exactly what card it is. Draw! This is it. I see the thread of victory. The card I've drawn is the spell card, Synchro Overtop. I bring back all 4 Synchro Dragons as level 1 monsters in defense position. Let's go full throttle. Black Winged Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and finally, Stardust Dragon! Their effects may be negated, but the summon of a Synchro monster still triggers Arrive in Light, so let me summon a tuner monster go along with them. I summon Junk Synchron! I then banish Stardust Illumination from the graveyard to increase Stardust Dragon's level by 1. Yuya, this will be my final Synchro summon. Get ready. I tune level 2 Stardust Dragon with level 3 Junk Synchron! Let's rev it up! I Synchro summon Junk Warrior! Junk Warrior's effect activates. It gains the attack of every level 2 or lower monster I control. And since my other monsters are currently level 1, they all lend their strength to Junk Warrior.
That's over 10,000 attack points!
That's right, but there's still some things I need to take care of. Your Odd Eye's Winged Dragon's effect only works during the battle phase, and only on level 5 or higher monsters. Which is why I'm removing the last 4 signal counters from Synchro World to make Junk Warrior a level 4 monster. Last but not least, I'm taking Junk Warrior's power to its absolute limits. With the spell card, Scrap Fist. With this card, all of Junk Warrior's attacks will deal twice the damage. Now, attack Odd Eye's Winged Dragon!
I activate my trap card, bye-bye damage. Wait, what's going on? My trap card isn't working!
Sorry, but that's not gonna work. Scrap Fist also prevents my opponent from activating any effects during battle with Junk Warrior. Now, end this duel! Overdrive Scrap Fist!
Ah! That was 15,000 damage! What a showstopper!
Sorry, but I knew I couldn't take any chances against you. That was a fantastic duel. Let's do it again sometime.
You've got it, but since I got to show you dual taining, I want you to show me how you turbo duel next time.
You're on. I look forward to seeing you at the starting line.